Here we're entering into a very, very powerful API that Java provides. It's the Collections API. And what this is a way to do a lot of common operations for storing data. And it gives us all these particular tools, and we're going to introduce them to you, starting with lists. The list family consists of many different types of lists. We have things called array list, linked list, even vector. And these are really, really good for if you want to access elements very frequently by using an index. The implementation, like ArrayList, provides faster access if you know the index. If you want to store elements and you want to maintain the order that they're in, then again, lists are for you. So let's start with the old way of doing things. Here I'm going to have a string of days of the week. So just to show you how this would normally look, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So here, right, I have these elements. I do want the days of the week to maintain the order that they're in. Otherwise, I'm going to get very confused when my alarm goes off. Remember again that this here is not a block of code. It's just a shortcut way of defining an array. When we define a collection in Java, we use this special notation of using angle brackets like this. Inside of them, we define what it's a collection of. So in this case, I'm putting strings because I want to have an array list of strings. Now it's red right now because it needs to import that. So I'm going to press Option Enter to fix that error. If you notice up here, it's now added array list to my import. You'll see that often as we go through these collections. So adding to it is as simple as actually just using this add method. I can add a string, I can do it again, and it will just put this one as the first element, or 0th element. It'll put this one as the second element, or first element position. So to make this equivalent to our days of the week, I'm just going to rename it on the fly real quick. And here I go. So now what would happen if I, for some reason, forgot about Wednesday? Oh, how would I actually put something now in between there? Well, if I had an array, I would have a problem because I would have to take an array and I'd have to create a new one of a larger size. I'd have to take the first two elements and I'd have to put them into the new array. Then I'd have to take the new element that I want, which would be Wednesday, and stick it in, and then finally go back to the original array and put Thursday in. Well, this is a pretty common operation to want to keep the order of everything, but just do an insert. Well, that's where the Collection API really gets to shine. I can now just say position 2, Wednesday, and as you can see, it's asking for an index and an object, and I can insert it without having to write all that code.